Hello guys, and welcome to episode 18 of my Total War Rome 2 playthrough, playing as the Sassanids on very hard difficulty, and today it's all about taking Hegla. This is Empire Divided, and yeah, we've got a good battle on our hands. Plenty of Griv Panvar, we've got some nice high unit rank Dalamites. Well, they're only rank 3, but it's higher than anything that the Nabataeans have. It should be relatively simple. Let's go ahead and assault this and fight it on the battle map. So we're going to have to be careful about the elephants, but it looks like our opponents have actually sallied out to attack us, which is actually not too bad because the battlefield is quite nicely in our favour. We have this good hill we can come down from. Let's start the deployment. I'm going to deploy up on the hill just in case they decide to, but actually they haven't, so we'll just keep it on the low ground, that's fine. I can use the high ground for my cavalry. So we'll just have the Dalamites take up the front line, Persian spearmen on the flanks as we normally do, skirmishers in the centre. Going to have to keep the elephants back just so that they don't get wrecked. We'll have the Griv Panvar up on the hill. I'll actually have the Dalamites up on the hill as well, and we'll have the Eastern Horse skirmishers on the left side. Okay, let's group these guys up into a formation group. Actually, I might even have the general in that formation group. Okay, let's go ahead and start the battle. We will wander off towards them. And we'll have
enemy
my
reinforcements.
horse archers move to the left side. We actually have their reinforcements coming in behind us. Arabian spearmen, camel archers, slingers. You know what I'm going to do? I haven't done this yet, and I've wanted to try it. So we're going to get our Griv Panvar to just go for like a full frontal charge into these Arabian spearmen and see if we can break them. Then we'll have like the Dalamites come in afterwards and sort of clean up. I'm going to try and go for that with my missile forces. My main force can continue to move forwards. I'm actually going to have the Eastern Horse archers come back and hit the camel archers though, because that's a general unit. We can take them out nice and easy. I might have them spread out a bit more though. Come on. We're going to win this engage. It's 2v1. And we got the first volley off, which is fantastic. They do have more health than we do. I think that's fine. Right. Time to charge in. And after the charge has occurred, we'll pull through the units, I think, and have the Dalamites come in. Oh, look at the damage. Okay, those attacks out of the Dalamites, probably not the best. Let's just have the Griv Panvar pull through, and we'll go for their ranged forces. So their forces here are destroyed. We've killed off their general. Now we just need to deal with their main force. Those Griv Panvar destroyed those Arabian spearmen. I was correct to think that that would happen. So that was nice. Nice to see. Okay, good. We've absolutely demolished them. Holy crap. That was insane. That was intense. That was so intense. I loved it. That was crazy. Smashed those reinforcements with the cav. That was insane. No chance. Absolutely no chance. And now the Arabian slingers getting wrecked as well. Look at what's remaining of these Arabian spearmen. We're just going to stand front on with their main army. I'm just going to wait until my cavalry's done over here, and we'll use it on the main army as well, so we take minimal losses. So that's fantastic. Arabian Slinger is going to get run down. That's great. Make sure they're all broken. Good stuff. Alright, time to get back up on the hill, lads. Absolutely nuts. Okay, so we are taking a little bit of missile fire here, which isn't ideal. Maybe what I can do is push forward my skirmishers to engage with their javelin men. We'll have like a little skirmish face going on over there until we get our cavalry up. That'll probably be a good idea. We can have the units on this side pull back a little bit.
Javelin men!
Okay, that's gonna force them to advance. Alright, let's try and go for these Arabian camel archers with our main line, and what we're gonna do is probably spread out these guys a bit more. We'll go for the charge. I'm not sure my cavalry is gonna get here in time. Should be fine though. Dalamites can kill off the Arabian swordsmen and spearmen quite easily. Going to have the right amount of units to match their line though, which is going to be kind of awkward. So we're going to have to spread out these ones on the left a bit more, I think. Time to move forwards. We'll move the armoured elephants forwards as well.
We await your orders.
Okay, so we've done a bit of damage with the skirmish. Time for the infantry now to engage though. Continue the engagement with their javelin men. And their slingers.
We are at your command! Force ashes! Riders advance! Quickly now!
Well, we do have to be a bit careful. We don't want to get hit here. Oh, my Persian spearmen on the left flank. Getting surrounded.
Find your targets! Loose! Our aim is true!
Let's have some Griv Panvar come over here. We'll crush the left flank with the Griv Panvar. Meanwhile, we'll have the Dalamites come round and hit their ranged forces.
Force ashes! Swift and accurate!
Yes.
Our general is under
general.
attack.
Okay, our general's being hit by missiles, I assume.
Quickly now! For awaiting orders! Step forward! Ready! Yield us!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We await your orders! Shock cavalry ready! No! Tribunas!
Try and save as many of those spearmen as we can.
The enemy general is dead.
Orders! Riders! At the double!
Okay, still killing off their Arabian camel archers.
Quickly now!
Managed to get some Dalamites all the way around, so we'll go straight into the back of those spearmen. And swordsmen.
Melee cavalry!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Orders!
These ones can come into the back of the swordsmen here, although the Griv Panvar have done the job.
We are at your command!
Oh, this cavalry is just insane sometimes. It really is. We will end the battle there for a close victory. 707 or 6 losses, mainly because my cavalry was a bit late to the party there, but that's okay. Those cataphracts destroying that reinforcement army was just insane. We're going to raise Hegra. That is actually going to complete the settlement for, complete the province for us. And we've destroyed Nabataean. Okay, cool. So we'll just fix this up. We already have a shrine here, so we'll go for the pit mine and possibly the trading post. Probably the best bet. Yeah, we'll go trading post and pit mine. Make Hegra just a absolute slum of a place to live. Crazy. Alright, so Nabataean is killed off. We've taken the province of Nabataean under our command. That's going to leave the Fury of Erthragna and Schmidt's commandos free to go and attack Alexandria. We are currently light on a couple units here, so I need a place to really recruit new units. Maybe we could pick up some ballistas at Aelia Capitolina for Schmidt's commandos, get some artillery in the armies. Same deal for Fury of Erthragna, because we're not going to use these Hamsver infantry much. I might even replace a couple of them with mercenaries. Like we have mercenary Arabian spearmen here, and maybe the mercenary camel spearmen would be quite nice. I'm not sure. Anyway, before the map zooms off in the other direction, let's choose the Pride of Darius, and we'll see what we can do with Xerxes. He's actually already moved this turn. I forgot how much we've already done. Okay, so yeah, everything else was done then. Only the 1,700 to spend, and I think we probably need to spend it on recruitment unless we're already recruiting. We are. Okay, so we can probably just spend it on a couple of upgrades, but I'm not going to bother. We'll just save it up for now, and we'll move straight on to the next turn. So most of our enemies are in like full retreat now. I think we're only at war with Lydia, so that works out quite nicely for us. Egypt does have a navy moving around in the Arabian Sea. That could be quite awkward for us if we attack Egypt. Ah, an ambush. The 3rd Legion just gonna get themselves killed. Wow. Let's just go for the auto-resolve result here. I'm surprised they were advancing in this direction. I'm surprised our ambush actually worked there. So we will just enslave that leader. And Lydia is not going to go anywhere, which is nice. They're not recruiting as well, which is another nice thing. Okay, banditry. Unrest at Carmania. That is frustrating, since I guess banditry is... well, it's actually only at 1% still. I don't understand. I really do not understand. How can a 1% pop like this often? It's actually crazy. It doesn't seem like 1%. Like every turn at the moment, I'm getting these 1% ticks fire, which is kind of crazy. Okay, anyway. It looks like the executors of the Fire of Great Purpose are good to go. So we will have them move towards Egypt, I think. That's probably the best bet. We'll have them zoom down here. It's going to take them a few turns, not actually that long, which is quite nice. They will probably be there around the same time that the Fury of Erthragna is ready to fight again, because we are going to have Schmidt's commandos. They are in normal stance. They can get all the way to Aelia Capitolina, and we can actually recruit the ballistas this turn. So let's get that done, and we'll get the replenishment there as well. So we'll go for the Eastern Ballista, and Fury of Erthragna, they can march all the way up to Aelia Capitolina as well. That is a long way for those armies to go. That is crazy. Okay, I think maybe we just... yeah, we'll march up to Petra. We'll do that. And considering I'm going to change out some of these Hamsver, I'm likely to disband them. We'll just disband them for now. And that will save us a little bit of money this turn. And then we can maybe hire mercenaries, but not until we need them. Mercenary camel spearmen, they're 225 per turn. That's pretty disgusting. Maybe 100 per turn for the mercenary Arabian spearmen would be a better choice. The Forgotten Warriors are busy replenishing. And they're actually replenishing quite quickly, only 3 turns until the full replenishment there. How are we going to do this though? Because the First Legion's actually moving back towards Ephesus. They're not in range, however, of Rostam's companions. Let's just get Rostam's companions to fall back. And what we'll do is
At your service.
possibly jump onto the water here with the Forgotten Warriors
Get moving!
and come round to Ephesus to help out. We could also go for the attack onto Galatia. They are sitting here waiting with an army, which is looking pretty scary actually. Where's my agent up here? It's just Xerxes, isn't it? I think we need two spies to sort of deal with Egypt, so we'll keep Parmis and Hydanes down here. And in the end in the end of their movement, we can go for the intelligence.
At your service.
Do the same with counterintelligence for Parmis. Make sure we keep that experience up. I'm going to still attack the provisions of the army in Pergamum. Military sabotage successful. I want to try and rank this guy up to get the rank 2 in mass poisoning, because that is really when things start getting disgusting. We'll go for the administration on Cartia, and the other two are fine. Pride of Darius being at Ephesus should help us out quite a bit if we get attacked by both of these armies, so we'll leave them there for now. And we have 2 turns until we can get an upgraded military pier towards the naval yard. That would be quite nice. We can get Persian spearmen and Anatolian slingers. We also get light artillery Penteres, which are the Roman ballista ships. Pretty crazy. But yeah, Forgotten Warriors, what am I going to do with them? I guess we just keep them here in normal stance for now. And Avengers First Cavalry is nearly fully replenished. We are going to be waiting probably one more turn, and then we'll sort of start moving towards Nicomedia. So we'll wait one more turn in the settlement, get the replenishment, we'll move towards the edge of the province, and then we'll move to attack Nicomedia in the turn afterwards. So yeah, Avengers First Cavalry is not going anywhere. Rostam's companions aren't going anywhere. Fury of Erethragna is not going anywhere. Forgotten Warriors aren't either, and neither's the Pride of Darius. So that's all of my armies moved. Now let's have a look at buildings, since we have a lot of cash. Parthia over here. Could do with some upgrades possibly. I might be tempted to upgrade to the Koiban Patrol House to get the minus banditry, since even 1% seems really bad. Mesopotamia, we could upgrade these to the level 3 stables. Honestly, you can get like Indian war elephants, but I think the Pushtigaban cataphracts would probably be better. An elite Savaran cavalry is pretty damn cool. We can also unlock immortals with the infantry quarters, but do I need to build it there, or should I wait at Ephesus to upgrade it here instead? I think I'll upgrade the infantry tents at Ephesus. I think that's a good idea, because I want to be able to recruit in this province. Let's have a look at other places. So we were on Mesopotamia. Let's have a look at Nabataean. We can definitely upgrade some of these. So do I want a fishing port? Not sure if that's a good idea due to the squalor that's caused. Jarmuthas. Like, we don't have anything to counter the squalor, which is a bit of an issue. I think I'll upgrade this to the wind catcher at Petra, and maybe we just upgrade the settlement here to the royal large city. Let's get that done. That's going to use up quite a lot of our cash already. We could upgrade to a trench mine, irrigated farm. Are there any level 1 farms that need upgrading? That would be a decent shout, I think. There is one at Salamis. Let's get that upgraded to a farm. There's also one at Ephesus. We can do that as well. Because, yeah, getting excess food is really good for our replenishment across the board. Maybe do it at Sinop as well. Alright, that's my cash spent. And that's everything done for the turn. So we'll move on to the next one. I think as soon as we start attacking Egypt, we should be able to get a trade agreement with Hispania whilst we continue our way through Anatolia. Sakastan, Bactria, not really doing too much.
Turn to Rome's legions,
And here
they will
goes
send their
Galatia.
swords to your people.
Okay, where are they going to come in? Interesting. They decided to attack Hormizd. His army is relatively depleted, but we do have immortal infantry. I think if we fight this on the battlefield, I can probably get my Grim Pamba to do quite a lot of damage, even in a settlement battle. So we will possibly fight this on the battle map, although it might be better to sally forth if we are going to try and use our cavalry to the best of our ability. Depends on what the battle map's like. I don't know what the battle map's like. But it could be quite risky, honestly. Like, fighting in chokes might be better for us since they are majority infantry and we have less of our infantry. But then our cavalry won't be as effective unless I manage to get out of the settlement and start running them down. I think we fight it on the battlefield in the settlement. Because if they split up their forces like I do when I attack, we can run out with our cavalry early on and try and pick off some units. I think that's probably a good idea. Focusing on the cavalry first, of course. Okay, they haven't split up. That could be both a blessing and a curse, since we have this sort of area to defend across. We're definitely going to deploy my cavalry like over here at the back, just so I can get them out of the settlement early on. And then my infantry and my general's going to have to stay inside the settlement, I think, just to provide morale bonuses to my troops. How are we going to work this? Because I don't want to get ripped to shreds by their ranged forces. I guess we probably won't anyway. So I could defend across here. Like if I work like so, that could be a good idea. Although we will take a cavalry charge into face. The other place we could do it is possibly across here, which is a lot better in my opinion. I've actually done this before, I think. This was a tactic that I always seemed to use when I was playing as the Romans in Caesar and Gaul. I think we'll do it this way. I'm going to have like a wall this way, and we'll have a wall like of 2 units. So we'll have maybe just some more immortal infantry like so, and then have some this way with some immortal infantry filling up that gap. And that's going to be like our kill pit. And then what we can do is have Anatolian slingers, like here, that fire across towards this engagement. And then we'll have some here that can fire across to this engagement. It works a lot better with javelins, I think, but we'll have to try and make it work with slingers. And then we can have these guys just sort of back up behind, and that should work quite nicely. It also means that my general's out of the way of any missile fire. Okay, good. Let's start the battle. Get my cavalry to all run out. And we'll try and pick off some units that come towards them. Like if they send like these Roman levies and Vigiles over here, like my cataphracts can literally slam into the front of mercenary helmet, I think, and just kill the unit. So I might try to do that like we did with the Nabataeans. The Nabataeans units were a lot weaker, so that's the biggest difference here. Eastern horse skirmishers are going to engage their horse skirmishers. Thankfully they have the same range, so we'll try and make that work. And we're going to have our Griv Panvar line up.
Riders at the double!
The Dalamites and so on can
Swift and
run
accurate!
away for now. We're getting quite a lot of damage in there.
What are your orders?
It's good. And we are being hit by their slingers. That's not good.
Cavalry at your riders at the double!
Back off from that for now. Okay. If my unit actually wants to. I mean, we can also engage in melee. That's fine. So, unit of mercenary hillmen on their own. Goodbye.
Orders! Riders advance!
We await your orders.
But meanwhile, we're actually pulling out these mercenary horse skirmishers. Let me just hold on with these guys. Let's go into those mercenary hillmen. I'll bring the Dalamites to the left and we can get a two-pronged charge onto that. Alright, so this is how we delete forces.
Charge!
Okay, those mercenary hillmen, they took a lot of damage from that initial charge. We just need to make sure that we don't get hit by the Roman levies.
The men are wavering.
Right, time to break off. My Eastern Horse skirmishers are basically all dead. That's okay. Let's now come into the back of these mercenary hillmen. These skirmishers probably need to get onto the enemy skirmishers. And it looks like we've pretty much dealt with those hillmen. Hopefully they'll just break when we're running away. If not, then that's fine. As long as we're not being engaged directly. Okay, that's fine. Good.
This is a shameful display.
Right, we're going to break the Griv Panvar off to kill off these slingers. Right. Actually, let's pause. Because I don't want those Dalamite to run into the front of the Vigilades just yet. Good. This is actually working out relatively well. We did absolutely crush the mercenary hillmen with that initial charge. We're basically breaking up their army quite nicely. So once we've dealt with these slingers, we can then charge into each side of these Vigilades, which is nice.
My lord!
But meanwhile, we just want to get as far away as we can from these Roman levies and Vigilades. Right, what about over here? I think we'll probably want to have our missile forces target their missile forces in this engagement, because they do have slingers of their own. I guess it depends, because it looks like our slingers are doing quite a lot of damage. Right, time for the Griv Panvar to line up, I think. We'll want to break off from that engagement. I was hoping that they would throw their javelins beforehand, but they didn't. Right, come on, Griv Panvar.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
At the ready! Quick march! We await your orders!
Oh, wrecked. What an insane charge that was. Coming in from the other side with Dalamites and crushed. Good. Good indeed.
Our orders!
Right, we'll make sure to target the leader.
Slingers!
Slingers.
My lord!
Right, good. I think we're ready to crush another unit of Vigilades here. These guys are just gone. That's good.
My lord!
Right. So we'll have Griv Panvar coming from this direction.
The enemy
We'll have these two
general
units
is
coming from
dead.
this direction. What we like to hear with the general.
Slingers!
Crushed him.
Awaiting orders! What are your orders?
So slam into the back of the cohort there. And we're getting some good shots into the back of them. That's fantastic.
Cavalry!
cavalry! We are at your command!
Armored horsemen!
Oh, the two. It's gonna be nuts. We've slammed into the front of the Vigilades, killing 30 men on impact. And we're coming into the back of them as well. Oh, it's gonna be disgusting. Okay then. Goodbye to another unit of Vigilades. They're wavering. Oh, that's a nasty, nasty volley out of the Roman levies. The Vigilades are dead. That's good to see. We're not going to be able to wheel through, so I'm just going to have to come out this way. We'll charge into the front of the Roman levies. Come on, horsemen, get out of there. Nice. Right, we'll make sure to continue checking this engagement. We demolished one unit of cohorts with the slingers. Let's hit these Roman skirmishers with the slingers now. We are taking quite a lot of damage ourselves, but this is not too bad. Let's inspire the immortal infantry here, and we'll have these guys help out with that engagement. Okay, we are being hit. Let's maybe hit those Roman levies with the war cry. We'll go for a rally, and I'll move my general away because I don't want to be hit by the skirmishers. That's why I put him there. Okay, soon enough, once we deal with these two remaining units, what we can do is have our infantry or cavalry come into the back of the engagement in the center, which will be really nice. Currently, we're doing a fantastic job with our cavalry. This is why I wanted to bring them out of out of the settlement. Right, once my Grivpanvar are lined up anyway, we can charge back in. We'll get 2 units to charge into the Vigilades. I'll have 2 units charge into the Roman levies. And what we'll have is 1 unit of Dalamite come into the back of these Vigilades and 1 go into the back of the Roman levies.
Our men flee the field of battle! This is a shameful display.
We're going to have to hurry up with this engagement over here. Oh, the charge from both sides at the same time is disgusting. Alright, let's get these guys to sort of head towards the settlement now. The issue we're having is the cohorts are like so much better than my immortal infantry. Let's maybe give second wind to the Dalamites here. And what I need to do is start getting shots into these cohorts. These 2 Anatolian slingers can hit the Roman levies that are stood behind. Actually, maybe these ones since they're about to get into combat. We'll go for the spare unit behind. Good.
Cavalry! Riders at the double!
Right, we've won these engagements. And get into the settlement. The Roman levies are wavering. They should be dead soon.
And ready! Come forward!
Oh, nasty volley coming out of the Roman levies as we pass them.
Riders! Riders! At the double! Cavalry!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, the slingers... I was going to say the slingers have used all their ammunition, but they haven't.
My lord! Find your targets! What are your orders?
Some of these Grivpanvar actually found their way past, which is good. So that means we can charge into the back of this engagement. Good. Oh dear, that's not good. The Roman levies are actually surviving that engagement. We need to pull away and get a 2-sided charge back into that unit. That's annoying.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Okay, good. We've killed off a lot of the Roman levies here. The Dalamite infantry are holding on for dear life. Okay, this is good. We want the cavalry to now line up and charge into the back of these guys. Stop the Anatolians from firing, and it seems like we held just long enough for my cavalry to arrive and help finish things off. sure we get out of there.
Our orders. Riders at
Charging from one side and a charging from the other side. The last unit remaining? I think it is. That is victory. Let's maybe continue the battle just to clean things up a bit. We want to kill off as many as we can.
Missile cavalry! Swift riders!
Wow.
Heavy horse at your
What a crazy
command!
battle that was. My cavalry really doing well. And I think it was a good idea to keep my general in the center because he definitely provided a lot of extra morale to those forces, which allowed them to hold on for a lot longer. Fantastic battle. We'll quit it there and end it. I'm hoping we didn't lose a unit of Immortal Infantry because we can't actually recruit them yet. Well, we can with the level 3 settlements, but we don't have any nearby Hormizd that he can use to re-recruit those, which could be a pain in the ass. But we killed 2,500 elite Galatian troops with an army that was very depleted already. So I'm pretty happy with that. An epic defense there for sure. That's why you don't mess with Hormizd. Ah, we did lose them. That's a shame. We're going to enslave them. And there we go.
I propose a simple treaty between equals
Osporu
and friends.
would like the defensive alliance. We are not going to give that to them. And I think we're still at war with the ISD, aren't we? And they are still my war target. But Hormizd Yimki, in November, on the full moon of Sagittarius, begin the 2-day festivity solemnizing Hormizd, the first man, who sacrificed himself for the salvation of the world of light. The Manichaeans in your faction commemorate their martyr by fasting and study. So we get another 2 turns of 50% research rate, which is awesome. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, guys, though, with that battle, that has been my time. I am going to leave it here. This gives something for Hormizd to do, though, in the next term, which is destroy that Galatian army and then maybe move to some of the Galatian settlements that are in our way. Awesome stuff. But that's all. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.